Hello everyone, welcome back to ZK Adventure. This is Around the World, level 329, and yeah, this is a level. As you can clearly see, and I don't need to explain myself because this is a lousy intro, and yeah. So, starting off with one of those tricks with the pink ball. What's this say? Around the world, around the world, around the world. Okay. You guys can look at that. So, there is another level that is called Around the World. I think in TCCLP Rejects. I don't completely remember if that's true or not, but I'm 99% certain there is one in TCCLP Rejects. And as you can see, you're forced to collect skates, and you can't go back the way you came. Pretty self-explanatory. Fuck off, junk mail. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there's walkers up here, quite a few of them. Let's just see if they'll collide with each other. It's some phantasmal way. Could happen. Oh yeah, definitely. Don't think you even need the toggle button pressed with that into play. Oh. Okay. I'm stupid. Okay. So there are, after this level, there's only 10 more levels in the ZK4 stuff. And after that is dying. Well, that's also true. But after that, there is a few... What the hell? I didn't do that twice. You can screw off, thanks. There are a few quote-unquote special levels as the last 10 of the set. Most of them are, I should say, like maybe 8 of those 10 are what are now called ZK5 levels, because at the time this set was compiled, ZK5 wasn't a thing. I'm just going to use blocks, make it easier. Yeah, ZK5 was not a thing when I first started this set. And now it is a thing. It only has 30 levels, but a few of the ones that were in ZK5 are a part of this. And what was supposed to be like a little special preview of those levels, but alas, I took too long with this set. And yeah. So they're not as special, but you know, ZK5 is actually pretty interesting. I would play through those levels separately, but Jeffrey actually did like a Let's Optimize ZK5 thing a while back, which essentially just died. But oh, I gotta go this way. It essentially died, but he still quote-unquote LP'd those levels. So I'm not going to really focus on the ZK5 stuff separately. However, today, well, I should say a few days ago, probably at the time of this recording, it was today, but by the time this gets uploaded, it might be like 2 days ago or something like that. I don't know. But Zane actually released ZK6, which has 10 levels in it, and I told him I would play those levels as like a little epilogue to this LP. So those I'll play separately. He might extend ZK6, I don't know for sure or not. He's kind of slowly gotten back into CC recently, which is cool because Zane's levels are pretty damn good in my opinion. But I'm just one person, so it doesn't really matter. That is Around the World done, and we are on to Field. This level is pretty interesting, to say the least. It has this concept of kind of like what's that one level called? Oh, what was that level called? I don't remember. Oh, it's in Ultimate Chip 6. I think it was called Outlast. This is essentially that concept, but in like a very distinct, like, it's very different compared to Outlast. But it's the same general idea, I think. There we go. So you basically gotta keep doing that, and there's these little sections that you have to get this tooth monster in. And everyone says, or not everyone, but there's someone on freaking Discord that always like quotes that for some reason. Like, tooth monster is not incorrect. I mean, at least I don't think it is. If it is, I don't understand how it is. I mean, teeth monster sounds a little weird. And you kind of have to approach these in like very, very weird ways, for lack of a better word. Like this one up here to the left, I have to like do some kind of weird shenanigan. Whereas this one, I have to do that. Kind of have to outrun this one. So yeah, this is a pretty cool idea. I liked Outlast from Jeffrey's set. I personally think it could have benefited a little better. Oh, the tooth monster didn't follow me. Damn it. Okay, I have no idea how to get this guy. Guess just run along. Crap. See, it's a little precise, but still pretty cool. But yeah, I think Outlast could have benefited a little bit more from a third section. I'm in the unpopular opinion on that, but I still liked it for what it was. How did I do that? I don't remember how I did that. I don't ever remember having this much trouble on this level. And I also like these random chips out here in the open that don't really need to be here, but they're nice that they exist. Kind of reminds me of a JB level in some weird way. Ah, crap. I had it and I hesitated. This one's kind of tricky to do, because you can't make it from that side. You kind of have to do it this way, but these force floors right here really make it difficult. Yeah, it's not easy to do that section. I don't even know can this be done in links? I mean, I shouldn't care about that since I'm not playing in links, but that's a legitimate curiosity. Anyway, I want to get those ones next. Like, yeah, I don't think you can get those in links, so this might not be a links compatible level. Well, it's links compatible, but the way teeth work in it is a little bit different in MS than it is in links. And I could have gotten that. I don't know why I didn't do that. Run, 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 run. There we go. Oh, don't go in the trap thing. That's not going to be good. Okay, I only have 5 more. I saw 3, and then there's 1 over here. I just need to get it over up here. Probably would have been more ideal to get that one, those 3 last, but whatever. Who's optimizing? Not me, that's for sure. Okay. Thankfully, I've gotten a lot better with sideswiping, so that took a lot of practice for me with the sideswiping. Anyway, field is complete. Pretty fun level. I enjoyed it. Inferno. It looks like Josh left the stove on once again. Here we go. Yeah, so... Oh, there's appearing walls in here. Here we go indeed. Indeed. So, I don't know if I don't think I mentioned this before. I probably did a long time ago. To Zane, I honestly don't remember if I did. It was years ago, but a long time ago, not a long time, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Actually, longer than that. It was like 7 years ago. Well, it's almost 2019, so yeah, it was about 7 years ago. We were living in a house here in Acampo, not the one I'm in right this moment, but the one before then. It's right a couple blocks away from here, actually. But it was like 2 in the morning, and I was like super hungry. And you're probably thinking, oh, Josh was high and he had the munchies, which was not the case. At that moment in time, I had not smoked marijuana. So that is not true. Don't make assumptions about my life. Thank you. But I was really hungry, and I don't know how to cook. Admittedly, I can cook some things if I really tried, but I'm lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm too lazy to cook. So I tend to rely on microwavable food because I'm just disgusting like that. But anyway, that's besides the point. There was this like little party pizza. I don't know the name offhand. It was like Tostanos or whatever. Those little tiny pizzas you throw in the oven to cook for like 20 minutes or so. Anyway, I found one of those in the freezer, and I wanted it. So I looked on the back at the instructions to see how I can cook it, and there are only the oven and the oven and the toaster oven to cook it. And my dumbass misinterpreted toaster oven for microwave, and I threw it in the microwave. Well, that's one thing, but another thing is I actually cooked it in the microwave for the amount of time it says to cook in a toaster oven, which was 14 minutes. And about 7 minutes in the microwave, the entire house is not in flames, but it was smoky in the house, which was terrible, especially at 2 in the morning, and you have your mom waking up yelling like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumbass, blah blah blah." Kind of a funny moment. So whenever someone asks me, "Josh, what's the stupidest thing you've ever done in your life?" That's usually what I tell them because that's just really stupid. To this day, I still don't know how I misinterpreted a toaster oven for a microwave. That's like borderline. Yeah, I'm not even going to continue with that. Anyway, these walls is this level. Now, I like this level. What the gimmick with this is basically like a cell blocked type level, or a level where you basically have to make a map. That's what this hint says. Josh should probably create a map for this. Will he, though? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. And I can get out, of course, but I'm just going to restart anyway because I'm weird. I have to confess, I did have a recording session before with this level in it. That's kind of why I solved Around the World quickly. Like, I basically knew how the level worked. I mean, ZK4 is not a hard set, so I mean, memorizing how they're played out is not rocket science. This level, though, when I played it initially, I did try to make a map for this, which was honestly a dumb idea, despite the fact that it's recommended to do that. And I said this before in a couple of chats on Discord about levels of this type, where it's better to make a map to solve it, or use like a pen and paper to solve it. The thing is, while I am totally on board with that, and if I were playing this on my own time, I would solve it that way. I tried that when I was when I was recording, and I have to admit that wasn't a good idea. It takes time to make a map while you're playing, and while that's all fine and such, I eventually caved in and looked in the editor to find out what I was missing, because I couldn't figure out what I was missing with the map I was making. So basically the entire time I was solving like trial and error to find the right directions to go in, and then I ultimately caved in to get the full solution in the editor. That just kind of felt like a slap in the face to you guys because you're watching me play this level for like 25 minutes trying to find the directions, and then all of a sudden, oh, I looked in the editor. So I just scrapped that recording. It wasn't that interesting anyway. I just scrapped it and deleted the solutions out of the levels I played because, yeah, I'm stupid. So here I am again, and I still have the directions written out to get through this. There's appearing walls on these various spaces that look like floor. Some of them are floor, and some of them are appearing walls. And there's quite a few dead ends, and I'll be honest, this path to the exit is pretty involved. Not to mention, at least for me, making a map of this level didn't seem like the easiest thing to do. Like I couldn't think of how to make a map for this for the longest time. And yeah, so I have the solution written out, and I'm just gonna go off of how it is. So the first direction to go in is right, and there's these two appearing walls right there, and you have to go around them and go up. There's one right there you have to go around, and you have to go up again, I think, or go around right here and then go right, and then go around again to go up, and then you can cut right here and go right, and then go around and go right again, and then you go down, then left, then down, then right, around, right, around, and right. So now we're on the far right edge of the level, but not at the top. So from here we go up, up, and up, and we go left from here, down from here, left from here, up, around, up, left, up, left, around and down, around and down, left, up, around, up, and left. That is the path to these walls. Now, my opinion on this level is still intact. I do like this level. I think, despite it being a bunch of trial and error, I do think it is possible to make a map for this. I personally just, in terms of the LP, it's not LP friendly, even though I'm sure most of you people wouldn't care if this video was like 50 minutes to an hour. I do. I like to keep these at the most 45 to 50 minutes max, because past that it just seems like you're watching a movie, and let's face it, a Chips Challenge movie wouldn't be that interesting. So well, someone can prove me wrong there, but that's not the point. Point is, this level is pretty cool in my opinion. Probably a very unpopular one, but I liked it, and getting it out of the way in terms of this LP is nice. But if you do solve this level, well, clearly you know the solution since you just freaking watched it, but if for whatever reason you didn't pay attention or whatever, well, you can never mind. Let's just move the hell on, because nothing I can say about mapping the solution out would make no damn sense. Anyway, Snake's Pyramid is this level, and I know the trick to this. That's the trick. Now the rest is just block pushing. Except I cooked it because I'm dumb. You basically just have to do that. And from here, it's just block pushing. So that's basically, this is basically all the level is. It's the trick, and yeah. And there's a partial post at the end, but that's not going to be for later. So while I'm playing this, something to talk about. There's actually a few things that I could potentially talk about, but there's one in particular because it just recently happened, like yesterday, aka on Sunday. Well, actually throughout the whole month, like the past month, this has been a pretty common thing, and it's sad to see this be a common thing. Now, what's been going on Discord is particularly one channel is pretty crazy. The optimization channel. If you are watching this and you already know about this, then you kind of know where this is going to go. Even though I don't really participate in the optimization channel that much, I still look in it just for the sake of looking in it in the channel, because I have this OCD thing where even if I have a channel muted, I still have to click on that channel to see like the activity in there just for the sake of seeing. I don't know, I'm really weird like that. I mostly have it muted just because it gets active a lot and stays active for quite a while, and I don't like my Discord being bombarded with all these notification of messages in a channel that I don't really pay any mind to. So that's the main reason why I have it muted, but that's not the point. So what's been happening is there's been quite a few arguments in the optimization channel, specifically between two people, and they know who they are. You probably know who they are if you're watching this, and I'm not going to name them for the sake of not naming names. But they're getting pretty bad. Like, within the past month, 3 of them have happened, all between the same two people. And it's, as someone who doesn't participate in the optimization channel that much in comparison to these two people, I just have to say, as a person like that, it's really ridiculous. Like, the whole thing was about making like some bolts public in the TWS on PyGuy's site because they don't involve logic or something like that. I don't remember. I honestly don't really care. Like, the way I see it is, like, if you can make every single bold public, but you have to like you still have to be willing to put in the time and effort to actually copy the route. And I don't know about, apparently not a lot of people think this way, but at least for me, I'm too lazy to do that. Like, there'll be a day or two where I'll be like, okay, well, let me get this bold just for the sake of getting it. But other than that, I never really put enough effort into copying a route because I don't really copy things that well in that context, so I just don't really do it. If anything, I just like seeing how the solution plays out, or how the bold route plays out, just for sake of seeing it. But I don't care either way. but some of these routes are pretty like demanding to be public. Like there was Flame War, there was Jigsea, and then now there was One Tank's Adventure. And I don't know, like I probably shouldn't be talking about it since I don't participate in the optimization channel, but I feel like I have a better say in it because I don't participate. Like it's basically like watching from the sidelines, and you kind of have a better view on things because you don't optimize, or you don't do what is being argued about. But I don't know. Go through here. My stance on the whole thing is everyone should just need to chill out, take a break from optimization or whatever, and just be friends, because that's what this community, if anything, that's what this community needs, is friendship. There's all this competitiveness with finding all the bolds and being perfect with your routes and everything. I don't really see what one can gain from that, in my opinion, other than the recognition of getting that title. But it's just a title. Like this was the biggest reason why this is the biggest reason why I don't participate in the Pokemon community, despite my diehard fan, or how much of a diehard fan of Pokemon as I am. I don't participate in the Pokemon community because of the competitiveness in it. The competitive field in that franchise is absolutely ridiculous. It gets so bad that it ruins your liking for the franchise as a whole. I've seen it happen, and it's honestly a freaking shame that people let competitiveness affect their liking of the game. And it's sad. And to see it happening in Chip's Challenge just over both times like this, I hate seeing that. And I don't even optimize. Like, if anything, this is why I don't optimize, is because I'm afraid of becoming competitive in that regard. And I don't want that. I don't want that image. And I just hate seeing others be that way. You know, whether you're holding back a bowl time to be released, or you're struggling to find one because it lacks logic, or whatever the reason is. If you're not having fun with it, or if you know you're trying to have fun with it, but these types of people are like affecting you in some way, then I don't get it. I really don't. But I just don't like seeing that. Like, I hate it when people get that way over competitiveness in a game. It's no fun. It makes the game not fun, if anything. And I just don't like seeing it. I really wish it would stop. And the fact it's happened 3 times within the past month is just it's appalling to even know that. Compared to how it used to be, it's yeah. I don't understand it. But that's my stance on it. And yeah, that's about it. Did I need to talk about it? Not really. But hey, it was something to talk about, wasn't it? Anywho, this is Those Who Slay Together Stay Together. this is quite a level. Very interesting one at that. What's the word I wanted to use? Or what's the term I wanted to use? I have to go around and push the block, because if I leave it like that, the tooth monster won't keep it held down and you get stuck in the next section. So, yeah. You can just go through the water right here and completely bypass the purpose of this section. Sorry, Zane. But this level is it's pretty cool for what it does. It involves this tooth monster. Yeah, I'm saying tooth monster, screw you. And like maneuvering it in ways and having to hold down buttons for you and releasing all these monsters to progress. Actually pretty cool how it all works out. Then we go up here, go right here, and wait for these guys. And this part of the level, I don't get why that part of the level even exists. It's a long dodging section that leads to items that you need. It's another one of those cases where... That's stupid. It's another one of those cases where... You know, uninteresting item swapping. That's essentially the word. I don't know. But thankfully the idea with this level is interesting enough that it doesn't really bother me that much. Okay, I need this guy. That's right. I don't know why I brain farted there. Oh, I didn't push the block. This is what happens when you don't push the block. You get stuck here because the tooth monster is not on the button. So yeah, in case you were wondering why you had to push the block, that's why. Kind of a annoying prerequisite in my opinion, but whatever. And I think Odd Step fixes that, or prevents that from happening. No, I must have done it differently before. I tried solving this level before, but it didn't work out the way I thought it would. It took way too long. Okay, I don't know then. Yeah, this beginning part is a little, in my opinion, just a tad tedious. Even though my definition of tedious isn't this, still. After a while of failing, it gets a little stale. So yeah, that is basically all I could think of talking about. I gotta get this guy up here and go all the way around to lure him into the spot he needs to go in, and then go back around to push the block. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now we can go back to that item swappy thingy. That, I don't know if it's the boosting that helps with it. It probably is, but it doesn't seem that bad. And Link's might be a little different. Okay. I just butchered the dodging last time. Okay. Now that we are back over here, well, thankfully there's a spot to loop this guy around. Okay, so you have to step off here. I distinctly remember this because I failed at this before. And you have to go up here to guide the guy. And it will release all those fireballs and walkers out of that. Which is pretty cool. It's nice to see that. It's like one of those, like, satisfaction things. Though the build time for this would be ridiculous because of all the walkers in here. Okay. So the tank button was cleared. I can't go across that trap now because the tooth monster's stuck, so I have to use a block to do it. It's pretty cool. I like that little requirement. And the tank out of the way, the blobs can clear out. This is also another fun thing that would make the bolt time interesting. But like anyone's gonna optimize this level. I was gonna make a run for it right there, but thank God I did not. It feels like every time I'm about to go, the blob covers that spot. Anyway, those who slay together stay together is complete. It's a really fun level. I enjoyed it. Alright, unit circle. I've been going on for a little bit, huh? About 40 minutes, roughly. Maybe a little bit, no, a little bit more than 40. Now let's just do... you know what? I'll stop right here. There's not much left of ZK4. I think it's this level and then 4 more. Because 340, I think, is the last one. No, 339 is the last one. So there's 4 more ZK4 levels. And then after that is the lobby level and then the remaining ZK5 stuff. Which is only like 8 levels. But I'll play those, and then we'll be done. So the set will be complete, except for level 2, which I might go back to one day. But for now, we will move on to Unit Circle in the next video. I don't know if it'll be the last one. I'm not counting on it, but we'll see what happens. So we will see you guys next time.